people in Fukushima lost too many things: health, community, job, family life, dignity, peace. So let's make the Fukushima the very last nuclear disaster on Earth.
I've lived in Pickering's and Ajax for about 30 years, and I have cancer, and I'm wondering if the nuclear plant has anything to do with my thyroid cancer and my lymphoma.
I believe the Pickering Nuclear Plant should be closed down for a litany of reasons, any one of which is sufficient.
It's gone well past its due date. It was only supposed to be here for 30 years. I think it's been 46 already. I'm wondering if everybody in Toronto and the area around here realizes that if there's an accident, all of your real estate is worth zero. Your insurance doesn't cover anything. Of course, our health would be our first concern, but for all the homeowners out there, maybe you should start thinking about that.
They tell us it's clean energy, and yet they release every day into the air, tritium, into the air and water.
And the tritium in the water is slowly seeping into all of the food that's being grown and that we're eating.
There are 2.2 million people within 30 kilometers of this plant. That's too many people, that's too close for comfort. Shut it down now.
I'd like to see the Pickering Nuclear Station be closed out of concern for the integrity of the habitat of Lake Ontario and the entire Great Lakes Basin.
It's dangerous. It's emitting wastes into the air. These wastes are getting into our DNA, and we're passing that on to our children. These are carcinogenic wastes. And if you look behind me, you can see the long wall of what is stored nuclear waste sitting right out on the water. It is vulnerable. This thing needs to be shut down.
This is a beautiful beach that should be enjoyed by all, that needs to be reclaimed. It would be great for tourism, and it would just be so great if we could reclaim this beach and make it into a beautiful, beautiful place that it used to be. Water is life.
And I want this Pickering nuclear plant shut down now before 2018 because tritiated water is deadly water and clean water is life.
The reason I want this plant to close down in 2018 is that I'm worried that there'll be an accident here and emergency planning is completely inadequate to deal with a serious accident. The other thing is the waste. 14,000 tons of waste and counting, nowhere for it to go. We have to stop making waste, so it needs to be shut down now.
It just seems like it's way past its due date, and I really don't trust the regulators, considering they get that vast majority, 70% of their money, from the organizations running the business.
Pickering Nuclear is old, dangerous, and expensive to run. We want our bills to go lower, so please close the plant down.
It's just a matter of time before an inevitable major catastrophe occurs at the now past due Pickering Nuclear Power Plant. Why take these unnecessary risks when cheaper, less harmful alternative energy production currently exists in Quebec water power and Ontario wind and solar?
So we have a saying in Jamaican, you live, you learn. We're living and we've learned from Fukushima that nuclear reactors are dangerous and a horrible mistake. Let's learn from this and not repeat the mistakes. We don't have a second chance. It's a worst case scenario. One accident is all we need to cause terrible damage here. Let's not play this game.
There are so many beautiful ways we can get clean energy and renewable resources. Close this down now for the survival of all of us.
We need a government that will actually look at the evidence and make the right decisions and get rid of nuclear power in Ontario and buy Quebec hydropower.
I'm a resident of Pickering for 28 years. I am concerned about the quality of life and our health for ourselves, our children, and our grandchildren. This message is for the provincial government, MPs, Premier Wynne, to listen to the people of Pickering because we want the nuclear station to be shut down.
Do not renew license. It's a disaster in the making. We want safe, clean, renewable energy now. Put effort, money into that for long-term survival.
You know, when nuclear accidents happen, they're catastrophic. Why would we even think about risking a catastrophic accident when we have lower cost and safer alternatives like renewable energy and water power from Quebec? We could replace Pickering with water power from Quebec alone and lower our electricity bills. Why are we even having this conversation of extending an aging, decrepit, old nuclear station? It's time to shut it down already.